Let's take a look at this problem. We got f of x is equal to square root of 7 minus x over x squared plus 1. We got two issues in this problem. One of them is we got a fraction with a variable in the denominator. So fraction with the variable in the denominator, we're going to go through these steps. Step 1, set denominator equal to 0. Okay, so we got x squared plus 1 equal to 0. Step 2 is to solve this. Now I'm going to take the 1 over, so we're going to get x squared is equal to negative 1. Reason why I did it this way is so we can use the square root property. The square root property says if you got something squared equal to something else, you drop your squared and you put a plus or minus square root on the other side. But a negative 1 inside of the square root gives you an I. And remember, domain is a very practical item. So you cannot have i's. So there are no exclusions on this side. Now we have another issue. We have a domain with a radical with an even index. So we're going to go through these also. Step 1. Set what's under the radical greater than or equal to 0. Okay, well, what's underneath the radical is 7 minus x. And I'll set it greater than or equal to 0. Step 2 is to solve. So I'm going to take the 7 over to the right side, becomes a negative 7. You take anything across your inequality symbol, the sign changes. Then I'll divide both sides by the number in front of our x, which is a negative 1. And remember, when you divide both sides by a negative number, you flip your inequality symbol. The greater than or equal to becomes a less than or equal to. So we got x is less than or equal to a positive 7. Now, interval notation. So less than, so it's going to negative infinity. Infinities always have parentheses on them. And since there's a line underneath that's specifically less than or equal to, that means we put a bracket on the 7. And that would be our domain.